Hey guys, Czar here. Hope all is well. It's 2:18 p.m., which we're getting closer to power hour, but I'm watching the Dow here and watching something interesting happening. I want to show you this. This is VWAP. This is my only trade today on the indices was this Dow short 50-point trade. Very easy, kind of easygoing trade here off VWAP down back towards the 1.5 standard deviation. And then we rallied back up again and tapped VWAP, and we kind of meandered down and then tapped VWAP and rejected, and then tapped VWAP with an almost identical configuration a second time, and now heading south from here. Notice when we go back to the main screen here on the 15-minute chart, you'll see prices again looking like they want to make their way back down to the bottom of the zone. No guarantees, of course, as is the case always with trading, but I would suggest that there is a reasonable possibility that we're going to get down here lower, back towards that 1.5 standard deviation line, which is right down here. Okay, and there are reasons those things happen, and my VWAP playlist on the YouTube channel will explain some of those things to you, the anatomy of VWAP and why. There's a psychology behind it, and there's some functional stuff too, and algorithmic stuff behind it as well. But that's all there. I encourage you to watch those videos and get up to speed if you're not familiar with what's going on. In the meantime, I just wanted to set the stage here. I'm going to put you on pause and bring you back if I see anything that sets up for another trade idea. Right? We spent a little bit of time together in the last video. Should be right beside this one, talking about this trade idea here and why I took nothing in all of New York. All of this really was kind of craziness, and there was a divergence and disequilibrium between the Dow and what the Nasdaq and the S&P was doing. But then we formed this trade idea from here to go down and come back to this line to where all this stuff happened here earlier. That's on that video. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm going to put you on pause now and bring you back for whatever may happen next. Pause now. All right, guys, we're back. Quite a bit of time has passed since we last talked. It's now 3:20. I think it's about an hour. We're getting up there since we started this video. And I just put you on pause, and now we're driving down. Now we're driving down here. Minute chart. Just keep my eye on this here for one moment. I originally created these zones on the 30-minute charts, and now I've moved up to the 15. So I just adjusted those, as you can see, to the bodies here. Just watching about 9 things at the same time here, guys. So if I don't make any sense, please bear with me, because you're looking at the screen that I'm showing you, and I'm looking at several other screens and so on and so forth. But let me just bring you back to VWAP on the Dow. As I mentioned, rejection. I took this 50 points short earlier on. Should be a video beside this one on YouTube. And then we're now at this resistance or support zone here. Boom, 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 boom. Resisting to selling off. And looking like it wants to flip. So here we go, guys. Flip coming back now. Sell stop order right here. Sell stop. If this continues down now, I'll be looking for 45 points on this. 45 points. Now this wick is a bit of a concern, but since it's 3:22, we're in power. Here we go. We're in power hour. Bear with me for 1 second. Go to my own platform. Yeah, we're good. And in. Okay, in this trade now. Looking for 45 points. My second trade of the day, right at the end of the day. Well, we got 38 minutes left here. But it's been a strange day for indices. I did some other work on Forex pairs today, but I'm not covering that in my group yet. Got some fascinating things that I'm working on for them and for you here on YouTube as well. In this trade now, short the Dow. Looking for this to happen fairly quickly, if at all possible. This wick is a bit of a concern, but because of the time of day, I'm less concerned about it than I normally would be. I will also note that wick and this wick are basically at the same level, so there's a little bit of interesting stuff going on there, but I think we can get by. I think we can get through this. So you've been sitting on pause for quite some time. I think this video started, I don't know, 2:20? Is that possible? 2:45? I forget now. We were over here somewhere, yeah, 2:30 or so. And now again it's 3:24. I just didn't want you to sit through all of that grinding until we had a breakdown, and I thought I'd bring you back. Okay, and now I'm gonna do this again, guys. I'm gonna put you on pause. You can see how this trade is set up. I'll bring you back for the action. And pause now. Talk to you in a bit. All right, guys, driving down a little bit here. Just have to wait a couple of minutes for some caffeine in this thing. We'll watch it together. Trying to get this thing to drive down. Well, let's talk about the idea. What are we doing here? Let's go back over to VWAP and I'll show you what we're looking at here. So we had rally attempts early on in the day. Rally, rejection, rally, rally, rally. All at the volume weighted average price of all transactions that occurred in this session, which started at 6 p.m. last night, New York time. It's now 3:27 p.m. right? And so some interesting things happen when prices get rejected at the average price of the transactions of the day. And that's showing us that prices are not going beyond what the constituents on average have paid for them, essentially. And didn't say that very eloquently, but hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. All right, guys, we're testing this area that I showed you with this blue line. This wick rejection area here, which goes all the way back here to Friday. It's Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And the only reason this matters is because of how this was a previous area of support, a rally, and then a drive down, rejected violently, pushed back up again, so aggressively thrust up, and then a pull down. So this area matters because of the nature of how it rejected. It's not something that a lot of people talk about, but in my experience, it absolutely matters. So we just need to get through that. And if we do, I think there'll be no trouble getting 45 points out of this on the Dow. To add to the 50 from earlier, excuse me. In two trades, pause you for 1 second. Sorry guys, I had to mute you there. My throat's troubling me a little bit. I had to take a quick drink of some water here. Very dry air. What was I saying? Rejection. I don't remember. Sure, it'll come to me. Oh, the 45 points to add to the 50 points earlier. Yeah, it'd be kind of nice if we got 50 points here too for for 100 points on the day. That'd be nice. Oh, the point I was going to make is that I feel like I haven't done much today. And a lot of traders feel this way. There's this belief that you need to do more in order to make more money. It's absolutely not true. I sat all the way through London, 0 trades. I did some things in Forex and happened to make some good money there. But it's not for the channel, as I mentioned. And but nothing for indices through London. And then 1 trade here in New York, and that was that short I mentioned for 50 points. And now I'm working on my second trade only as we go into the last half hour of the day. If I ended now, if I just took the profit right here and with that 50 points earlier, that was a very profitable day with 1.5 trades it would be, because I'm not even waiting for this one to finish, right? If I did that. And but this will be 2 trades, and that's all you need, guys. You can really build substantial wealth with 1 or 2 trades a day, even 1 or 2 trades every 2 days. How about that? It's all about position sizing, and it's about our valuations and our multiples and things of that nature. So, and compounding. And that's really something, this idea of compounding accounts is really something that I'm revisiting now recently, thanks to a really interesting series of conversations I've been having with another trader on Twitter, actually. A very nice man. Again, another veteran trader. And just talking about really being committed to the compounding process in a disciplined and mechanical way. Something I used to do back in the day. I did it for a long time, and it works exceptionally well. But kind of moved away from it here in retirement. I retired about 7 years ago now. And you start becoming more protective and less risk or more risk averse. And you start to kind of just close in a little bit in terms of the amount of risk you're willing to take on an individual trade, because you can measure it in certain things, right? Watching this price action now, guys, trying to push down, we're getting beyond that blue line. But when you start measuring losses, and routine losses are a normal part of trading, you see them on my YouTube channel. And when you take those losses, and all of a sudden the loss is the price of I don't know, it could be a really nice dinner, or it could be the price of a Porsche, right? It could be if you're some of your losses, once you've been compounding for a while, maybe each loss, and you could be buying a new car, right? If you start thinking about it like that, and you do more of that when you're in retirement, or you're beyond around 40 or 50, most people begin to think like that, instead of just seeing this as a mechanical business process. And so I've really been revisiting that of late, and I'm hoping to distill a lot of that down, and then helping you guys with that as well. Here we go, guys, watching this push down now. We've made it past, for now, we've made it past that area of rejection, looking to just catapult past that now in a perfect world and close out this 45 points. Let's see if we can do it. Let's try to move down, guys. Try to move down. Let me show this to you on VWAP again. Here it is, right? We got through that area of support that you see there. I'm going to show you on the sisters grid as well. My trading view is very sluggish today for some reason. Maybe I need to restart my computer more than once a month. All three driving down now, guys. We have some consistency and some synchronicity in these indices, which I like to see. It leads me to believe we're going to hit this target without too much trouble. Maybe in the next couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3. No, 1. We're very close. 1 point away. 1.60 and done, guys. 45 points. Thanks for staying with me. Appreciate your patience with the markets and with me, and putting up with my raspy voice. I know I'm struggling a little bit here. Have an amazing night, guys. Appreciate your support. If you like what I'm doing here, click the like button and add a comment. Tell me what you like about what I'm doing here. Tell me what you want to see more of as well. But please click the like if you will, and have an amazing night. Take care. We'll talk soon.